Chris.
Chris. One will be Bayless.
I see he did come on the trip.
Yeah, he's feeling better, so we'll see how again today and then how he feels tomorrow. See if he can go.
So that was kind of nice. At least he was on the trip today. So.
Yeah, I think for him he's feeling better, so that's a good thing.
What about Moose? What do you want to see? I know you've been looking at different lineups, so it's kind of the reason for all that. And now you can kind of look at something different tonight.
Yeah, I think having you start Moose and Vaughn and Chris and Giannis and Jabari. So being able to have Moose down low, and then having John and Miles come off the bench for Tyler, and I think Tyler's done a really good job at the point for us. So we'll have him come off the bench.
Yesterday that was a little different look because it was Tyler and Giannis from the start. What do you see there?
I thought it was good. I think being able, for both of those guys, being able to understand when one has it, they can run. And I thought Tyler does a really good job of understanding it, and so does Giannis.
Coach, on the second of a back-to-back, and it's the second to last game of the season, does the motivation change in terms of getting guys up and ready for games like this?
Well, I think being a young team, we have to understand we're in a totally different situation than other teams in that we are playing for something. We're playing to get better, and hopefully this can carry over to the summer and then also into training camp the next season. So just understand with a pro, being a professional, your obligation, understanding that this is a time to get better, and you're going against some of the best players in the world. So why wouldn't you want to play?
Jason, did you need a little carryover from the end? I mean, rather than say losing too many in a row.
No, I think it can be a carryover to the summer, and then the summer has to carry over to training camp.
Yeah.
So, understanding what you have to work on in the summer, how can you get better? How can you help the team win? And I think that's the next step. Is for us. We're all going to have stats, but the ones that we're all playing for is the win, and so we have to learn how to continue to keep winning.
Jason, in a league where it's tough to win just one game, where do you put in the sports pantheon of records a 72-win season?
Oh, I think that's amazing. I think it's a great accomplishment by what Golden State is doing right now. Not just being the defending champs, but going out every night and competing to win. And that puts them there right there with the Bulls. And now the next step is to back that up with trying to win another championship.
How impressive was it to beat the Spurs the other night? Of course, they had lost all those games in San Antonio. I saw Clay said, "Hey, I was sick of that as much as anything."
Yeah, I think it's been a while since they've won. It's also been a while for a lot of teams who haven't won in San Antonio. So, I think that just shows how dominant they've been at home and how good of a team they've really been, for a while now. So, I think there was two good teams played at a very high level, and now, for them it's the next season. Understanding, you can do all this, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't, finish first.
As a former player, you understand Draymond. He says, "I don't care what Steve Kerr thought. I want this 73 games."
Well, I think Steve has been there before.
Right.
So that's old hat for Steve. But for the players, when they put in the work and time, just like the coaches, and it does mean something. It's amazing that we're still talking about the Bulls, so long ago, about them having that record now, has the opportunity to be broken.
Coach.